Hey, what's up, Facebook? Yeah, so I just hung up from talking to somebody about credit, and I thought it'd be good to just share the same thing I kind of spoke to this young lady about. Um, one of the things that I tell everyone all the time is that, if we went through high school and we had a class on credit, we would all be walking around with 800 credit scores. And unfortunately, we don't get much education on credit. It's the school of hard knocks, and we end up with 400 credit scores. But, one of the things I was sharing with her is that, with dealing with credit, you have to understand it's like a grade card, like going to school. You have to have some revolving credit cards. It's great to have a car loan. It's great to have an installment loan. But something that's going to stimulate your scores every month is what you need. And a revolving credit card is imperative to have. You have to go in debt almost and show that you're responsible, and you're able to, manage your finances in order to be able to get your credit scores moving. So you got to have a credit card. You got to use it a little bit. You don't have to max it out every month. You got to let the bill come. So many people get a credit card, they use it, and they pay it off before the bill even comes. So that's not really helping you, because you're not showing that you're responsible with increasing the balance, paying the balance down. So let the bill come before you pay it off. If you got to carry a balance, think about it in terms of the ABCs. So if I want an A score for my credit, I have to carry a balance. I need to make sure that 10%, I don't carry a balance with more than 10% on the limit on a credit card. That's an A score. If I have a 20% on the limit, that's a B. If I have a 30% on the limit each month, that's a C. Anything over 30% that carrying my balance on the limit on a credit card is actually going to be taking me either sideways or down on the credit score. So real important to make sure that if you got to carry a balance, make sure that your balance is no more than 30% of the limit. So 30%. So if my limit is $1,000 on my credit card, 30% means $300. I can't carry a balance more than $300. The people that are walking around here with 700 and 800 credit scores today, they have a couple credit cards, they use them responsibly every month, and they pay them off. They don't really carry a balance. But if you have to, remember 10, 20, 30%. Just don't carry anything more than 30%, and you'll still be earning at least a C-level grade from a credit card standpoint. Let the balance show up on a bill. Let the bill come. Pay the bill off at the end of the month when you get the bill. Don't pay it before the bill gets there. So real important to make sure that you understand you got to have a revolving credit card. If you can't get one, go get a secure credit card. I send people to oneunited.com. It's a secure credit card. USAA has a good secure credit card. A lot of times those secure credit card places are looking for you to have perfect credit in order to get a secure credit card, which makes no sense, right? Because the reason why you can't get a credit card is because your credit ain't good. So oneunited.com is really good in terms of getting people credit cards, a secure credit card. And all you're going to do is you're going to put $200 or $300 down. That becomes your balance. It's a regular credit card. And then just be responsible. Just be responsible. If you got some negative things on your credit report, get in touch with someone like Credit Law Center. I work with Paige White, and there's a number of places that are out there, but I like the Credit Law Center because they're an actual law firm. They're not a company that has the name law in their name. They're an actual law firm. And so I would get in touch with Paige White over at the Credit Law Center. They can help you remove or delete some items from your credit report. One of the common misconceptions is if you get a collection on your credit report and you go pay it off right away, that's going to help your credit score. So here's the deal. When you get a collection on your credit report, it's a negative hit. Talk to a loan officer, talk to, someone at Credit Law Center or another credit building place before you just go run and pay off that collection. And the reason why I say that is because there's a date that's attached to each item on your credit report. There's a description, which collection is the description. So when you go pay off that collection, it just restarts the date of last activity. So it makes it look like you've just incurred another collection. So it's best, if you can, to always do a pay for deletion. Get it deleted from your credit report entirely so that you don't have to take the double hit, because that's what ends up happening most of the times. Some people will go 2 or 3 years with a collection and then decide to pay it off because they want to buy a house, and all it does is resurrect that bad event, right? So try to get it deleted. If you're going to pay off a collection item on your report, get it in writing that you want to do a pay for deletion. And if they don't give it to you, then don't pay for it, right? And if you can't get it done, then go to a credit place and see if they can negotiate it for you. But you want to pay for deletion and get it removed. When you get it removed from your credit report, it doesn't exist, right? It's gone. And so each month when they go do a snapshot and they look at your credit history, if that thing is removed, that negative item is removed next month, then you get a score based on what you look like next month. So it doesn't have a memory, right? I learned this a while ago. Those credit bureaus don't have a memory. They only do an average and an assessment on your credit, what it looks like today. So if I have bad things today and next month I have those things removed or deleted from my credit report, now all of a sudden my scores are going to go up as well. So if you got some negative things on your credit report, some of those could be erroneously put on there. So you want to have someone who's familiar, who understands it. Look at your credit report, and if there's some things that can be deleted, let's get them deleted. That'll help drive your scores up. So just wanted to kind of share this. I was on the phone for probably about an hour, and this is probably the best part of my job as a loan officer, is talking to people and educating them on how to get prepared to buy. And the credit piece is a huge piece, and something that, I always like to take time to do, because we just don't learn this stuff. I didn't learn it in high school. I didn't learn it in college. I got two master's degrees and a bachelor degree and a couple classes away from a PhD, and never did I learn about credit in any of those schools. So we learn it, unfortunately, we learned it from the School of Hard Knocks. And, I think our job is to make sure we educate people. As we learn stuff, we share that information with other people, because if it can benefit them, then it's, I think we're all better for it. So that's all I got. It's been a long day. It's been a fun day, and I got to finish it on talking to a young lady about how to improve herself and get herself ready to go from a credit standpoint. So I wanted to share that. If you got any questions, feel free to hit me up. Be happy to answer any questions that are out there. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. You bet, Travis. Thank you. Thanks for attending, bud.